Let's stop pretending and talk about the absolute garbage they force feed us in school. We're trained to waste the best years of our lives constructing these giant, stupid stone pillars of academic achievement. Get the perfect GPA, grind for standardized tests, collect their little gold stars and stack them up. But here's the joke. A pillar is dead. It just stands there. It's static. It's useless. And the second the real world hits you, the second the economy tanks, your home life explodes, or your brain short-circuits, those rigid pillars don't bend. They snap, they shatter, and they leave you standing in the ruins of a system that promised you readiness, but only trained you to be a compliant little cog. It's a total scam, and honestly, it's a drag. Why the hell are we still playing their game? What if we trashed their pillar metaphor entirely? What if education wasn't some boring monument we're forced to build and stare at, but gear we actually strap on to survive the streets? That's where the Reboot Educational Operating System, or RBEOS, comes in. RBEOS isn't another textbook or some dry lecture series. It's a blueprint to stop you from wasting your life, to cut out the systemic fat, and to guard your actual finite resources, your time, your energy, and your headspace. It's about growing as a whole human being instead of a well-behaved robot. Because of that, RBEOS runs on one golden zero bullshit rule. In order to purpose, I will process. Think of it as an anti-waste filter. If a class, a homework assignment, or a daily task can't fit into those brackets and serve your learner's vision statement, your LVS, it's noise, it's trash. Prune it, rip it out of your life. The magic happens when you dump those useless stone pillars and throw on a real pair of boots. Look at these, heavy-duty, laced-up, kick-ass red boots. A pillar just stands there getting dusty, but you actually wear a boot. You use them, you run in them, you break things in them. They're the active, intent-driven logic behind every single step you take. When you're trying to navigate a landscape that's changing and challenging you every single day, you don't need a monument standing behind you. You need an active gear system built for the journey. To pull this off, RBEOS splits your life into 6 core non-hierarchical dimensions of human development. We call them the boot domains. No single domain is better than the other. They aren't ranked. They're a team. And if you're building a personalized enhancement plan, your PEP, you need all of them laced up. First boot, family. This is your personal and familial stewardship. It's the baseline for independent living. It's how you manage your primary support system and relational duties so you can handle life's chaos without losing your mind. The primary systemic currency here is security. The system calls this the backstage. It's the safety net that lets you take high-risk creative leaps. Without this, you might ace your exams, but you won't even know how to run a kitchen or keep your head above water. You can't run if you don't have a safe place to land. Second boot, social. This is your relational capital, your influence, and your ability to deal with other humans. It's about communication, tearing down conflicts, teamwork, and leading without acting like a dictator. We need this because human interaction is the ultimate currency. Your technical skills might get you a foot in the door, but the social boot is how you build a real crew and keep from ending up totally isolated. Third boot, emotional. This is your internal processing power, your self-awareness, emotional regulation, and empathy. The currency here is resilience. Together with the family boot, this forms what we call your South Core, which is your baseline stability. Emotional insight dictates your decisions, your relationships, and your sanity. Without it, you'll fold under stress. This boot keeps you standing upright when the rest of the world goes sideways. Fourth boot, cultural. This is your cultural identity, contextual mastery, and appreciating diversity. It's about cultural awareness and sensitivity, so you can walk into unfamiliar scenes with respect instead of acting like a clueless tourist. In a hyper-connected, globalized world, this is a survival skill. It lets you thrive in different environments, cross borders, see different angles, and stops you from getting locked out of global opportunities. Fifth boot, career. This is your resource engine. It's the catalyst for your professional output and economic purpose. It fuses technical skills with workplace smarts, entrepreneurial thinking, and solid ethics, so you can secure a gig and generate cash. It's about financial survival, plain and simple. But it's not about being a corporate, brown-nosed sellout. It's about being adaptable enough to thrive even when the job market completely eats itself. And sixth, fun. In this framework, fun isn't some weekend bone they throw you for being a good little student. It is an autonomous domain of pure play, intrinsic purpose, and joyful exploration. It's a vital, systemic heat vent for your brain, your hobbies, your creative noise, the stuff you do just because you love it. Why do we need it? Because humans are not machines. The fun boot resets your nervous system, sparks your neuroplasticity, and keeps you from burning out into a mindless zombie. Here is the real catch. These boots are a lateral network of dynamic sensors. Any leak in one boot triggers a deficiency echo, a systemic breakdown that pops up as a symptom in an entirely different boot. If you're stuck and miserable in your career boot, it's rarely because you lack skills. It's almost always a lateral echo of an unstable south core, meaning your family or emotional boots are wrecked, or you've plugged up your fun boot and your brain is frying. Education should have been a holistic operating system for your whole life, not some mindless checklist of facts to memorize for a test. So ask yourself, why are we still standing around on cracking pillars? It's time to lace up, grab your boots, build your PEP, and start moving.